Well, here we are then everyone for a brand new video and part 0 or an introduction episode to the new F1 2021 My Team Career Mode series. Now before we jump into it guys, if you're new to my channel, on the 12th of July we're going to kick things off in a big way with some F1 My Team content on the brand new game. So if you like the sound of that, get subscribed for when that content does drop on Monday. And I'm also going to have some other videos on that same day, including camera settings and my wheel settings as well. So do get subscribed for those. But today we're going to jump into things and we're going to talk about some My Team stuff. In this video, do check the links down below in the description guys. There's going to be some polls for you guys to go vote, but I'm going to quickly run you guys through the options and my thought process behind them. So let's jump into it. So first and foremost, we need to talk about the team name. And for this one, I'm not actually going to consult. I'm very happy and I want to continue with 97. A little bit of wordplay there on the number and kind of my channel name. I'm going to continue with 97 Racing for this year's game. I personally love it. I think it works really well and it works with my logo, and just like I said before, the wordplay is perfect. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep the same color scheme as well because I want it to match my channel. What I will do though is try and incorporate a bit more red, because as you guys know, recently I launched a second channel, a clips channel, and that one uses the red color tone compared to the blue which I use on this channel right here. So I'm going to try and make a bit of a mix of both and see if I can make it work without making it look like toothpaste. So challenge accepted, and I'll see what I can do. Of course, for the first season we're going to use one of the default skins in the game, and then eventually after season 1 moving into season 2 and beyond, with the modding we can try and make things a bit more creative. But we're now going to move into the first part of the video where you guys come in. So in this video I have a shortlist of 5 drivers who I think could be potential teammate material heading into My Team Season 1. Now before we jump into that shortlist, I want to quickly plug and mention yesterday's video in which we spoke and kind of run down and let's say reviewed the ratings of all 20 drivers which were released yesterday for the new 2021 game. So from Mercedes down to Haas, every single one, and from that video I've picked 5 drivers from that to make a shortlist as possible teammate candidates. So down below in the description you're going to have the link guys to go vote. It's in a straw poll, so go check that out, and in the background listen what I'm going to say. So we have George Russell, Esteban Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris. Now looking at the cards, we're going to kind of run through them a little bit to kind of give you guys a bit of background info. So first and foremost, the pricing. George Russell and Esteban Ocon are 3.75 million. They are slightly cheaper options. Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris are 4.5 million, so slightly more expensive. Lando and Pierre are the highest rated and the strongest cards here, Alonso as well. Then there's a bit of a step down to George and Esteban Ocon. Now the reason I have George here is because he's a bit more of an affordable option and he's a pretty well balanced card. Also, I'm going to keep a bit of storyline going. So on F1 2020 My Team, George was my teammate for the last 2 seasons, so I'd like to continue that relationship heading into this game. Now Esteban Ocon is the next one and he is 86 rated. The experience is 60 just like George Russell, and that means less resource points. Experience is a very important stat, and Alonso brings bagfuls of it in this one, hence why I think Fernando could be a great option with 99 experience. It means we're going to get a lot more resource points and move up a lot quicker. But as for Ocon, he does have some pretty decent stats as well with the racecraft and the awareness, and those could be pretty tasty. The pace is only 75 or 79, which is a bit of a shame. That could be a bit of a deal breaker for some of you guys, but racecraft very important of course, and awareness as well for changeable conditions. As for Fernando Alonso, looking at the card, as I mentioned, the 99 experience is pretty decent, and the rest of his stats really are very good. I think Fernando's probably the most well-rounded card here in terms of all of his stats are in the high 80s or low 90s, so I definitely think it would be tasty. We haven't had the chance to race with Alonso as a teammate last year, of course, because he's back this year, so I definitely would like to race alongside Fernando Alonso. Elsewhere, we have Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris. Now, both of these boys have less experience, which means less R&D points, but in a scenario and a season where our car is going to be pretty poor, they are looking like the strongest and fastest options out there. And, you know, Lando, very strong, 96 racecraft, 99 awareness, 89 pace. Pierre Gasly, 92 racecraft, 99 awareness, and 89 pace. So, pretty similar. And Lando does just edge it out by 1 rating overall. But generally, here are the 5 options that I have. So, go vote down below. I would say what my preferred pick is out of these 5, but I'm not going to. I don't want to kind of influence or, you know, dictate the vote. I'll let you guys choose and just let it kind of organically decide itself. So these are the 5 options, and I'm curious to see what you guys go for. Now we're going to talk about power units. Now, engines is an interesting concept, and this year we have the same 4 as always, but the pecking order has changed. Now, I would show the performances on screen right now, but it's irrelevant because the performance right now on the game that I have is based off 2020, and there's going to be a day 1 patch updating performances on the game. So, with that in mind, I'm going to kind of base myself off real life a bit more rather than 2020. So, with that in mind, obviously Mercedes and Honda have to be the favourites. I'm predicting Renault Alpine to be the 3rd strongest engine and Ferrari to be the worst. I think it's going to be a lot closer than 2020. I think, to be fair, in terms of outright performance, there's not going to be a lot in it, you know, with the engines in this year's game. I think it's going to be very, very fine margins. So I don't think this is going to be as important as last year. Therefore, I do believe the choice of teammate is far more important than the engine, and that's my opinion here. That's my prediction for the game. And also a bit of a trick for you guys. I think, bear that in mind. The engines in principle should be closer than F1 2020, so having a better teammate could make the difference. So yeah, with that in mind, I have the 4 options. You guys can go vote, link down below in the straw poll, and the decision of both of these will leave me with the money that I need to decide on sponsors, basically. So, you know, based off these 2 decisions alone, hopefully I can afford everything. You know, regarding, even in the worst case scenario, I should be able to afford everything, and then I'll work around that to make it work with sponsors. If things don't work out for whatever reason, I'll pick the 2nd most popular choice in whichever category, so bear that in mind. But hopefully, in principle, I've gone for some pretty decent options here that should be possible. So yeah, I think that is everything. I'm very much excited. I want to give you guys a bit of a teaser, a bit of a taster, and I've had a lot of new subs on my channel lately. So for those of you who are new, then I do recommend checking out on my channel the My Team montage that I did from last year's game, and to make you understand and realize just how much fun we're going to have on this year's game. So I'll leave that linked up in the top right. Go check that out, guys, if you haven't done so already. Yes, get in. Yes, come on. Yet another race win and a 1-2 for the team. But yeah, I think overall in this video we're done. I think I've spoken about everything I want to speak about. So we've covered the livery and the team name. I'm gonna, you know, I've decided those myself because it's where I can be creative, and also I'm really happy with last year's, you know, especially the team name. I love the wordplay and how creative it is, so I definitely want to keep that. And then for the livery, I'm going to try and be a bit more creative with the red this year and try and make that work in a different way, and make things look a bit more spicy. And like I said, the challenge is to not make it look like toothpaste. So wish me luck on that one. Hopefully we can make it happen. And then yeah, you guys will decide my teammate and my engine supplier, which I'm very much excited about. And one more thing I want to mention is the sliders. Now, we're not going to change them in principle. We're going to keep it default, but heading into season 2 and beyond, the sliders will come into effect, and you guys will get to decide what we do with them. So bear that in mind. I'm very excited about that because sliders is going to help massively in terms of, you know, giving and offering longevity to the F1 game. I think this year more than ever, those are going to be so key. So I'm very excited about sliders, guys. But anyway, I've waffled enough. That is going to be it from me here today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're excited for my team, guys, let's try and smash 1,500 likes on this video, and the first episode will go live on Monday the 12th of July at 5 PM European time, 4 PM UK time, I believe. So mark that in your calendars, set your alarms, because we're we're going all in this year with my team. I think Breaking Point is going to take a bit of a backseat. I'll come back to that in like a month's time maybe. I want to focus on my team because I'm very excited about it and the possibilities we can do there. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. It really helps me out, guys. We're on the way to 70k and possibly more than that. Who knows where the rest of the year will take us. And notifications on for when those videos do go live, guys. But that is it from me here today. And check out the 2 videos on screen if you have missed them. And I'll see you guys next time for some more F1 2021 game content.